Okay, Chris Speaks back here tonight for an exciting new podcast. My boy Thomas Prater, aka Snafu. We're going to talk about one of the great researchers in the Kennedy assassination, Matt Douthit, aka
Jelly roll, Sandy vagina.
Snafu. What's up, my dude?
Oh, just hanging out here at the crib, getting ready for Christmas, and
Um,
getting ready to do a little shred on
so I mean,
the doubt it,
the
the
doubt
doubt
it, the
it,
Douthit, the
the,
dunce
the,
it.
the doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it.
Well, I mean, first of all, let's go through this. I mean, this all came about because what you're gonna? He wanted you to come on my show and debate me.
Yeah, dude. So he wanted me to debate him, and then we start getting into the details, and he says, "Well, it's more of like a discussion. It's not really, because I said, well, I want a moderator, and uh, so that you get your time. I get like a regular debate. He said debate, and then when it starts getting down to the nitty gritty, he runs like a little sissy bitch. He don't want to, you know." He don't want a moderator. He wants to, I don't want any editing. I want it live. I want it to be, you know. I watched him do Bill Brown, and of course Bill shreds him, but uh,
Well, just for the record, uh, you gave Matt Douthit every opportunity to come on here, and
tonight, just now, yeah, yeah, sure did. I invited him 3 times, and he kind of his last words was he called me a little man. So we'll
I
see
guess
how
because he
little.
don't like me.
Well, yeah, he said that you had slandered him some way, and he did. Of course, he didn't expand on that, but you know, so like you said, he's had every chance to come on and do this, and uh, you know,
So my
uh,
experiences with Douthit is, I mean, first of all, let me just say this right here for the record: he is a slimy, lying, dishonest little fat weasel. Okay, um, I
yeah,
first came
I
across
agree.
him. I first came across uh, Dunce Douthit back in about 2018 when I started moderating one of the JFK groups, and then in 2020, um, I went to Dallas for a meetup with the people. Met a lot of great people, and one of them, and you can tell that Douthit was kind of a nobody. He had no friends in school. Nobody liked him because he tried to,
Oh, he was the dude who got his head flushed in the toilet.
yeah, on numerous occasions. You can just look at him,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how he even got to hanging around with us was my boy Scott Maudsley. You know Scott?
I do not. I do
All right,
not.
so Scott's a great guy, man. He's from Canada. You know, he's been there so many times. Man, he brought me a bottle of Canadian whiskey down there. Um, but anyway, so Scott took pity on Douthit and asked him to hang out with us, and because this was totally a fair play for JFK meetup, and on one of the days we was down there, Bill Brown, who is the absolute, I mean, to me, he's every bit as good as Dale Myers on the Bill Brown. I mean, on the JFK, or excuse me, on the Tippit murder. Bill has a walkthrough where he takes us down and goes everything out there,
Yeah,
and
I,
Bill's
s-
Bill
I,
Bill
I,
knows his stuff.
I saw that, and dude, that dude knows his shit.
Oh, I
I
mean,
mean, like every fucking witness, every, every little fucking participle of everything, dude. He knows it. It's like,
yeah,
wow,
I mean, he's telling you.
I
Go
watched
ahead.
it, and I learned a lot of shit from that dude. Cause
So
I'm
I
not,
was like,
yeah.
go ahead.
So I was just saying, I'm not a tippet aficionado. And man, just watching Bill and him talking and walking it through, dude, I didn't know that they went to over here and over there and over here
Yeah,
and over there
there's
before
so
they ever
many.
got to the theater. Yeah. Anyway, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
no, no, you're fine. There's so many minutia, small details that Bill
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
Well, Jelly Roll wants to interject himself into it.
Yes, he did. I saw that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And Bill was kind enough to let him speak.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Yeah.
here's the difference. Bill's going by memory, man. He's telling you everything. And then he's got his little his little folder up there in his binder. He
Yeah.
goes,
I
and the
saw
first
that.
thing he says was,
He's
he goes,
flipping through pages.
yeah, because he doesn't know what he's talking about. That's why
Yeah.
he's got the little
Yeah.
dunce cap on.
Yeah.
And he goes, and the first thing he says, um, Helen Markham picked out a number 2. Well, thank you, Captain Knowledge, for telling us something we didn't already know. Okay.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So then my next interactions with Dunsett was about a year later. He was wanting to have a debate with Bill Brown and was wanting me to moderate it. And I guess they'd already had one. And he was doing the same thing he did with you. He was demanding his,
Oh yeah, he wants to run the show. Yeah.
yeah, he wants to
Yeah.
control everything. So we finally work out all the details. I was going back and forth, and we do it. And it's a 4-hour long marathon. Dude, Bill Brown rips him a new one. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting there,
Yeah.
and Bill said he heard me chuckle a few times. And here's what pissed me off the most about it. This shows what a dishonest little Weasley is. After doing that, he begged me to edit it, to cut out his stuttering so he didn't sound like a blithering idiot. Because the whole
Yeah.
time he was going, a bit, a bit, a bit, a bit, a bit, a bit. Not only he looked like Porky the Pig, he fucking sounded like Porky the Pig, okay? And at the end of it, I almost want to say, that's all, folks, because, I mean, Bill just shredded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he goes back in there and he steals a copy of it and edits it to try to make himself look good after I spent hours meticulously editing out him going, I mean, he sounded like, he sounded like a typewriter going, so
Yeah.
that's my experience with Luther.
So if you watch the third one of him and Bill Brown, you can hear him going da 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 da. He's stuttering. I don't know what his dysfunction is. You know, like I
Well,
say, they lie, dude. Why do you have to lie? Why do you have to fucking make shit up? You know, like he did that video. I think you said you were there with the
yeah,
Carcano.
we're just there's a little binder, and he's like, "Yeah, Helen Markham." His little high pitched, like whiny little voice. Helen Markham said, "Yeah, number 2." Yeah.
Well,
Well, okay.
the
Let me tell you straight. I listened to Bill, and I was like, I was hurt. By the end of that, man, I was hurting. I mean, I was in pain, and so when he started talking, I went and sat down on the bench because I didn't want, I've already heard all this, and I didn't want to hear what his stupid ass had to say.
well, the thing that I thought was funny was uh he was trying to do the Carcano and he was making it to where it looked like the Carcano was bad. And then the second video is he does the 3 shots in the time that's allowed. And he fucks
So,
himself right there. He fucks himself.
so I was there that day too. Scott had
Yeah,
brought,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Scott had brought his Carcano, and it had never been fired before. This weapon had never been fired. It wasn't zeroed. Okay.
Well,
Now,
we're
for
not worried
people,
about if it's going to hit the target. I'm just saying he was sitting there jacking bolt, shells in there, and it
yeah.
was locking up and all that, and he was going, "There's no way this." And then the second video is of him going, "Boom, boom, boom." It fires fucking fine. He was he was intentionally making it look bad in the first video, and then he fucked up and showed you that it could be done in the second video. And he ain't smart enough to understand that you just and somebody said in the video, well, you just proved that he could fucking do it. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me get a
And
fresh beer. Let me get a
go
fresh
ahead.
beer here real quick.
Oh.
All right. Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
So, but for people who don't understand what zeroing means, you know, you keep adjusting the weapon till you hit your target,
Yeah, yeah,
to the
yeah, yeah,
weapon's
yeah,
accuracy.
yeah. I just put a
He
new
put
scope.
three, yeah, he put three in the head from 50 meters away, which, Oswald was, what, the first shot was at like 20 meters or 20 yards, 50 yards, 88 yards. He did better shooting than Oswald did.
Yeah, that ain't never
And
shot the
like,
motherfucker.
yeah,
Yeah,
and his
yeah, yeah,
stupid
yeah.
ass went on there after posting that, he still went on there. I still can't believe this weapon can hit that or can do that.
Well, I think that the problem with the theorist is if they won't uh they won't say the truth because they know that it's going to blow their feelings and beliefs and all that shit. It's going to fucking fuck their shit up. And I mean, he did it to himself. He fucking he did three in the fucking. I counted it. I'm sitting there. I fucking counted the seconds. One Mississippi, two Mississippi, three, and he did it within the fucking. What is it? 9.5 seconds from you know start to finish.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, everybody said it was like 5 seconds. Well, it's not 5 seconds.
I think it was
It's
5.6 is
Yeah, yeah,
what
that's
they
what they
said, something like that.
originally thought, and then they figured out that no, it's not. And then
Well, see,
today I watched him with one of his buddies that he was having a debate with, and this guy's saying that the AR-15 that Hickey had is
oh,
the
you're talking
one.
about what is that idiot's name?
I don't know. He's a fucking
Doug
moron.
Mac Stone is who you're talking about.
I, I didn't even look. All I did.
He's the only moron I've ever seen that pushes this Hinckley did it thing.
Okay, so here's the thing. What he is saying is that uh, he charged the bolt. He didn't charge anything. That motherfucker is loaded and ready to go. Everybody in that car says that thing's all he's got to do. And Hinkley even says, all I did was turn it off of fucking safety to fire. He didn't charge it. It didn't. This guy was saying that Hinkley charged the bolt and it went off and he didn't. And I'm like, no, 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 no. That thing was loaded and ready to go. All you had to do was click the fucking safety off and pull the fucking trigger. There's no charge in the bolt. It didn't slam go off or anything like that, like the guy's saying. And here's the other thing. That fucking AR shell is a frangible bullet. They don't even know what a frangible bullet is. That would have took at that range at what how far was the car behind him? What 20 yards, 10 yards, 30 feet, 50 feet? It would have took his fucking head off. It would have just obliterated the top of his fucking head. He might have had
You
a
know,
jaw and a nose left, but there would have been nothing else, dude. It would have peeled its fucking head off. So,
what really actually makes me about Douthit is, and just shows what kind of a slimy person he really is. Is like I seen the post after that, him, Bill Brown interrupted me and talking shit about Bill Brown when Bill let him,
oh, it
talk,
let
and
him.
then
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
didn't
agree.
have to, and then Fred Litwin?
Yes, yes.
Fred
I
is one of the
love his.
nicest guys you will ever
I,
meet,
I,
man. He's one of the most
I
kind,
always.
sincere people, and he,
Yeah,
make these posts, saying all kind of rude things about Fred Litwin, and you know,
really.
um, oh yeah, he makes all kind of posts about, and like they let you come hang out, they didn't have to invite you, and then he just said stuff about Dave Ledbetter, and like Dave Ledbetter paid for his meal when we went there that night.
Well, the thing that got me is when I was talking to him about doing the debate is he he basically said, dude, it's about clicks. That's all it's about. I need to get clicks. And I was like, oh, now the truth is coming out. It's not about being truthful. It's about getting clicks. That's all he's
Yeah.
about. That's all he's about. So that's why he's on that side is because he knows it'll get clicks.
Well, that's also why he's the tippet guy. He focuses on himself there because nobody really focuses in on that. Not me, but they focus in on
Yeah,
the
I
county
didn't
testing.
either. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't either. I didn't either. I,
Well,
I
I mean,
was more worried about Dealey Plaza. I wasn't worried
yeah,
about afterwards.
and really, what got me into the tippet thing was 7, 8 years ago, something like that. I started listening to Joseph McBride, and Joseph McBride has the theory that they drove Oswald to 10th and Patton, Roscoe
Yeah,
White.
what's up with all that? The so do you have you ever so you've been to his house, Oswald's rooming house, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's a big fucking conglomeration of a bunch of streets coming together. So if a cop is sitting there and somebody's sitting at the light and he honks at somebody to get the fuck out of the way, I mean, that's easily understandable.
Oh, yeah,
Totally
yeah. That was
understand.
easily
Yeah,
explainable.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
So
mean, because at that time, why they're going across the wire. Hey, your president's been killed. We're looking at this guy right here. They're roaming around. So yeah, he's like, hey, get out of the fucking way. Cop had to go somewhere.
yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go, dude. So yeah, I don't, and then it was supposedly Tippett's car and blah blah blah.
Well, yeah. Well, McBride says that they drove Oswald there, and Harry Roscoe White and Harry Olson, I think, was the two cops that they told him to drive Oswald to that Red Bird Field or whatever it was. That play, and they was going to drive up flies all out of the country. And Tippett
Yeah,
ball, so they
whatever.
shot him. And then it's
Yeah.
like, and it sounds really great. And then when you're like, well, nobody reported seeing a cop there. I mean, there's none of the witnesses said these two cops did this.
Well, like I say, Tippett is not my what's the
Well,
word?
here I can
Not
sum it up right now because I mean, but just listening to Bill Brown, it's like, okay, his weapon, ballistically matched, same shells found on him, was found at the scene of the crime. His jacket that Marine identified at the Warrant Commission was found nearby.
yeah,
An eyewitness seen him do it, and then 13 eyewitnesses passed him off one person to the other until he got to the Texas
yeah,
Theater. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
more open and shut, more ironclad than
yeah. He would have went
JFK.
down for that. Yeah, he would have went down for that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then
I mean,
so the but getting back to Sandy Vagina, uh
cotton candy, sweet as gold. Let me see your jelly roll. You ever heard that song?
yeah. Yeah, so the thing that I have a problem with is that he's not like it goes back to the clicks thing. He's not being honest. He's just trying to get clicks, dude. It's
No,
it's it's
he's a lying little
yeah,
dude.
yeah, 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 yeah. And he wants to control the narrative and why and this is beyond me is why he says he and Bill are friends. Are they friends? Or is just Bill being nice to him? Because Bill's a nice guy.
I can't speak for Bill.
Yeah.
Um, I
I'm
think
just going
Bill.
by your experience of dealing with those two.
I
I
think
don't
that Bill, like Dave Ledbetter and everybody else, feels
just
sorry
good
for
dude. Yeah,
him because he's a
they're good
loser. I mean,
dudes. Yeah,
he's
yeah. He's a
trying
good
so
yeah.
hard to grasp onto something, and that's why he has, which we're going to get into later, is little dummies, and they put him on an exalted status that he thrives off of. These people think I'm important, so therefore I am somebody. So he keeps trying, to reach out more and more. He's wanting to make himself into like the next Jim Denigio, or however you say his name.
D
Um,
Eugenio. I
yeah,
call him
but
Eugene the Jeep.
but this is a dying field, man. I mean, I'm fixing to be 50 years old. I think you're what, 60, 60, 59,
I
60.
just
I
turned
mean,
60. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
not. I mean, the only other person like, Adam Steele, Christopher Adam Steele.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
Facebook
yeah.
friends. Cool little kid from England. He's into this right here. He's 20, but he's 23 or 24. There's not that many 24-year-old kids that's interested in the Kennedy assassination anymore. And
No,
it's going to
no,
slowly continue dying
no.
out.
That's
And
something in the
another,
book. Yeah, that's something in the book. They
yeah.
don't. Yeah.
I mean, like when the movie JFK came out, that was only 28 years after the Kennedy assassination. I mean, Oswald still would have been a relatively young man. I mean, there's a chance Kennedy
Yeah,
could have
he was
still,
24, dude, when this went down. He was
yeah.
24 years old.
So he would have only been in his early 50s. Now, I know Kennedy had some health problems with Addison's disease, but I mean, if he hadn't had that, he would have been only 74 years old.
Well, what got me into it really seriously is uh when they I don't know who did it, but somebody burned the fucking TSBD, right? It burned. And so my dad was a contractor, a flooring contractor. So we went and I went with them and I was like, why is this building so important? He goes, well, this is where JFK got shot. It's like, do what? He goes, well, yeah, the dude who shot Kennedy shot him from this building. And I was like, who the fuck is Kennedy? You know, this is, I think that was what, 80, 81, somewhere around there. So, and then I started looking into it and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, that's beautiful right there, dude. You need a
Well, this
fucking
hair.
hair. You need a haircut, Jigga.
I've not cut my hair since May, dude. I'm relishing in that grizzled military veteran thing. I'm probably gonna grow my beard out down here.
Well,
Yeah,
you got
and
to grow your beard down to fucking your belly button and shit.
yeah, like because I'm really getting into that because I mean my hair's coming down to here, man. I seen some shit, man, which I really haven't, but
But so that kind of I got to stand in the sixth floor window. I didn't know what I was looking at. I got to walk on that floor. We walked a bunch of floors and you know,
hey,
they're
buddy.
writing down shit and Foxy. And so that's what got me kind of interested. I had been sort of interested, but kind of forgot about it, and I just I was like, I was a conspiracy theorist, dude. I was like, they as soon as he came around that corner, that's when the dude from the Daltex building could see him, and that's who shot him. There's a guy from they made. I believed all the Patsy shit and all that bullshit. And then I started just getting more into it, and I'm like, wait a minute, you know, it's his rifle, all this shit, and 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 the thing that pisses me off the most is Douthit likes to dumbass, doubt it,
You
jelly
slandered
roll,
him.
yeah, yeah, fucking Sandy Vagina likes to take all the inconsistencies. There's inconsistencies in everything, dude.
Oh
There's
yeah, yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah. I
questions
mean,
about everything. That
yeah.
you can't have there's no black and white. There's always gray, you know. So the first thing that I asked myself was what's there that's not supposed to be there and what's not there that should be there. And when you start asking those questions, it starts to fucking you start looking at Oswald. The dude he was really smart. Everybody thinks he's stupid. He wasn't. He wasn't stupid. He was a very smart motherfucker. But he was a fucking kid. He was 24. Can you remember how smart you were when you were 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were a fucking dumbass. You didn't know shit.
He wasn't even
And
fully mentally developed.
no, no. And 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 the one thing that we both watch the crime shit. They all figure out how to rob the money, but they don't ever figure out how they're going to get away with it. How am I going to get away? Where is when he's going from the rooming house? Where's he going? I mean, where's this guy going? Is he go? He missed the bus.
Well, here's something that Doofus never thinks about is like, okay, they're trying to exonerate Oswald. He didn't kill Okay, well, where was he at? Was he already at the
Yeah,
Texas? Where was he at?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
account for him now. Everybody's placing him here now. Account for him, Doofit. And I
Well,
even put him on one time, and I had him on in an interview, and and then I edited it too because he said, "It sound like a Chinese man or a Vietnamese,"
yeah. I heard him in the Bill Brown deal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like da 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 da.
And he's like, "Yeah, the guy shot Tippett and then just ran off." Okay, and nobody's seen him.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were following him.
There was 13 chiggers there, and none of them were Oswald. Everybody was in on it, but Oswald. It's
Because
like,
Duke that tries to make a thing about the jackets. Well, somebody said it was a blue jacket. Well, somebody said it was an orange. Somebody said, well, okay, so hell, I guess there was 19 jackets with different colors running around, right?
yeah,
Duthie,
yeah, 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 yeah.
Duthie the
Well,
dumbass.
so I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if you know, but so supposedly the morning that he went in, he had a dark jacket, and they
Yeah, he did. He
found
left
it.
it in the. Yeah, he
He
left
left
it
it
in the.
behind the radiator in the lunchroom or the break room or something. It was stuffed behind the. Is that true? I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard that. I mean, I've heard that he did wear a jacket. I think that would make sense if he had the
Yeah, because it was cold that
weapon.
morning. Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was covered. It warmed up to about the 60 degrees. So yeah, I think that's probably true. Um, didn't Didn't Douthit tell you not to come on here and talk about him?
Oh, dude, like, don't you go on there and talk about me? And I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are to tell me what I can say and where I can say? Yeah, 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 yeah,
Because I
yeah, yeah,
slandered him,
yeah.
right?
Oh, you're evil. You're an evil motherfucker. And he didn't say motherfucker. He just said you were evil. And then he said you had slandered him. How did you slander him? Have you got your court papers yet for slander?
No, I mean, like you should have seen like how one thing that I released all these DMs where him was begging me to edit this and and not to show him stuttering and I never slandered that little fat fuck.
Well, just like me when I told him, well, you're fucking suspending me for fucking you say I'm trolling and I'm like I'm just telling people they're fucking, you're talking shit. you know, uh and you need to cool down and I'm like well, okay, well then I'll just, not be on your page anymore and good luck to you. And he's like, oh, so you're just gonna take your toys and run away? And I'm like, well, it's obvious you don't want me there because you suspended me for nothing, for nothing. So yeah,
Yeah, like
because
he deletes comments, he suspends people, because he tries to create everything. It's all about him because, like I said, he was a loser. He was the fat kid that they gave wedgies to in high school.
flushed his
That
head in the toilet. Yeah, yeah,
took his
yeah.
lunch money, that cried, and so now
There
he's
was
like, Facebook is his world.
That's all he's got. Where
Yeah.
does he work? He says he has a job. Do you know where he works? What he does?
Nah.
I
No,
It
no.
says on his page that he's a
He works at
digital
Krispy Kreme.
creator.
He's the jelly donut taster.
So
You like-
the thing that pissed me off the most was is there was some chick on there and she was saying that, it was illegal to remove the body and everything, and she Title 49, Section 1. Well, apparently she didn't read it because it says that all these small towns that don't have a, a medical examiner that authorizes the uh, justice of the peace to do a inquest to see if there needs to be an autopsy,
yeah.
depending on the circumstances. And all of a sudden, that whole thing just disappeared. Just fucking, it's gone. She's
What
gone.
jelly?
I don't know. He says he don't know nothing about it, but
Oh, I think the line, a little jelly roll, because I mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he
He's lying
deleted
out
that.
his
I mean,
ass. Yeah, he
now it's
did. Yeah.
possible that it's possible that person deleted it.
Can you?
He wouldn't know.
So
But
if
if
I
Jelly
take,
Roll told me the sun rose in the east and set in the west, I'd call him a little fat ass liar.
well, so my question on this is, if let's say I make a post and it's a bogus post, so I delete it. Does it wipe all that shit off?
If you delete it, then
It goes away.
as the admin of the group, I won't know. But if I delete it, then I will
Well,
see, or a
well
moderator
what I
delete it.
what I'm asking is if I as the poster delete it, does it just disappear?
Yeah,
All
it's
the
gone.
comment, it's gone. Okay, okay,
It's gone.
okay. So maybe she deleted it because she was called out for being a DEI hire, and she's too stupid to fucking understand what she, you know. Here's the thing, dude, is this is why I like for those people to cite shit, because I'm gonna go read it. And
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go tear you a new ass for fucking misquoting it. And that's exactly what she did. She don't know the difference between inquest and fucking. And so I asked Jelly Roll, Sandy, aka Sandy Vagina, uh, did you delete that? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, come on, dude. She's over there talking shit to me, telling me I need to get the fuck out of that group and all this shit. And you don't see that. Okay. All right. Well, man. And that's another thing that pisses me off. He suspends me. God damn, that bag's already empty.
No, I
Fucking-
gotta. That's life's blood right there, son. It's like,
I was gonna say,
just
that
put
looks
that
like a
thing right
fucking
there in the
that looks like an
IV.
IV bag right there,
Yeah, I
buddy.
mean, I'm all for it. I mean, that just make it a lot quicker. Get right in the bloodstream.
But
I
what
left
pisses
both of his groups because I don't know what he did, but he suspended me in his um, little, nothing but the truth in his and you didn't even know, he's a JFK or JD Tippett searching for the killer group because he's just a little fat jelly roll. I mean, that's what he does at Krispy Kreme.
well,
He's the jelly roll taster.
dude, he's just a fucking sandy vagina, dude. Like I said,
So when did you first come across Matt Douthit, Matt Douthit, Matthew Douthit Dunsett?
I came across Jelly Roll. I just typed in JFK. I was getting into the. Uh, I've always been, like I always wanted to be Columbo. Figure it
Yeah.
out. And I figured this is easy enough. It's not that fucking hard. And like I said, back in 80, 82, I was looking at everything I was reading everything I could read, and I was convinced it was a fucking conspiracy because all the things that I had read about Oswald, he's a fucking shank, he's a fucking duck shot. He's gonna take he's gonna take the easiest shot there is, and I thought, not knowing, about shooting, uh, that when he drove down fucking Houston, beep, he's done.
Yeah,
One
the
shot.
movie. I mean,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
movie JFK. They don't shoot him coming down Houston. That was the easiest shot for a lone assassin in the book depository. No, it's someone who's qualified on a
It's
weapon.
not. It's
You're
not the
trying
easy.
to
It's
track a moving target
yes,
coming
yes.
towards you.
And
There's
you have
no
to
way.
move your. Yeah, you have to
Yes,
move your gun down as you're going. But when he's going away from you, it's just.
it's
It's a.
almost a stationary target.
Yes,
All
exactly,
you've got to do is
exactly,
just lead him
exactly.
just a bit. And then the
Yeah.
other thing too is you stick your weapon out there. Every damn Secret Service agent is looking right at you.
They're looking at the building. They're looking out the window. So yeah. So Oswald was smart enough to know. Wait till he makes the corner. As soon as the first shot was as soon as the follow-up car got around the corner where they're not looking at him, and he shot. Then he had to wait for the trees, and then he did one in the back. He was a little low. The first shot, he figures out the scope is off a little bit. The second shot, he fucking is using iron sights. He knows he needs to raise it up a little bit, and the third shot's on the money. This guy could shoot a M1 Garand at 500 yards. I can't see 500 fucking yards, and this
Yeah.
motherfucker is got fucking, you know he's shooting fucking 12 shots or 6 shots or whatever a fucking Garand holds, and it's all inside the inner target on his fucking book at 500 fucking yards, dude, with the
Yeah,
iron sight. With an
and
iron
these
sight.
and these idiots talk about how that was such a tough shot. Like the headshot was at
Mm.
88 meters, dude. I remember when I went to Dallas, and I probably didn't get as close as what you did because it was blocked off. When I looked and I was looking at it, I was like, oh my god,
The
that is a
first time
cake.
you the first time you walk into Dealey Plaza because you've seen it on TV, everything looks all spread out, and you get there and you realize it. Holy
Oh, I mean,
fuck!
the first time
It's
I got there,
so fucking
I think I was
tight.
there with FJ James. He went there with us to fire, and I was like, and he told me he's like, when he went there, like thought it was like a mini replica. Of like, okay, there's that, there's that. Standing on the overpass, I could look down and see everything behind the picket fence, and I'm like Lee Bowers Tower. I'm like, God, he can see
It's
everything.
right there, dude. It's right fucking there.
And
So
they're thinking it's like, good.
let me ask you this: since you're in the military
Mm-hmm.
and you had to learn how to shoot, what were your qualifications? What did they make you do, and what uh firearm did you shoot when you were in the military to qualify?
So we spent almost 3 weeks out of 9 weeks of basic training on basic rifle marksmanship.
Okay.
That you went out there, you handle your weapon, zero in the weapon, time on the rifle range. It was an M16, and they taught you the basic principles. It was aim, breathing, trigger squeeze, and or something else too. I'm just drawing a blank there. But I mean, when we were targeting, and I was on, and in the army, we were only shooting at 300-meter targets.
That's still
Um,
300 fucking yards,
still,
dude.
still
That's a
300,
long fucking, that's a long fucking way, dude.
and I knocked, and I did hit a 300-meter target. Um, I
When we go to,
qualified. I
go ahead.
qualified. Oswald. Here's what me and Oswald were comparable on the scorecards. But he qualified as a sharpshooter. I only
Yeah,
qualified as a marksman. I was right below. I was like, I think it was
right.
29. I hit 28. So I was right below what it was with sharpshooter. So we were almost comparable. But as a sharpshooter, he was only a sharpshooter. Well, he just barely qualifies as a sharpshooter. That's still better than like 70% of people out there. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
that's a
qualified
good
as a
shot, dude.
marksman, you do not. If you are not a good shot, you don't graduate
Yeah,
Marine boot
yeah, yeah,
camp or
yeah,
any of
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
So
so the reason I asked that is because you've been there. You've you were in the army, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Army.
so so I'm pretty sure, and I don't know this because I've never been in the military, but I'm pretty sure that they teach all you motherfuckers the same shit. They
Yeah.
learn it, and everybody learns the same shit, right? So
Hmm.
you didn't have a scope. You
No.
shot with iron sights
Right.
at 300 fucking yards.
Yeah.
Dude, I have to have a fucking 18 power scope. Now, obviously, I'm 60 years old and I don't see like a
Yeah. Yeah.
fucking
Yeah. I mean, I
20
couldn't do
years
that
old.
now.
But, I have a 4-inch target at 200 yards with a 223, right? And with the scope, I can hit it. If I had to do it with iron sights, no fucking way. Never happened. I would, it's not going to happen. But with the scope, yeah. Okay. So, uh, Oswald is shooting 500 fucking yards. 500 yards, dude. That's 1,500 fucking feet. And he's hitting that fucking target every fucking time. So, you got the guy going, oh, he was a Maggie's drawers and he was all that blah, 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 blah. That's all bullshit, dude. All right.
He
I,
qualified every time. Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. I have to take a pee break and a fresh beer.
Okay.
I'll be right back. 29 seconds, please, sir.
Um.
So I'm just saying, when you say Oswald couldn't make that shot, and so I don't know why, like Carlos Hathcock said that shot could be made, and he's the fucking baddest of the baddest.
Well,
I'm
hold on.
like,
We'll go on this another time. Let's just
mm,
focus on for the last few minutes here because we've been going for
yeah,
like
let's do, yeah, let's
40
do,
minutes.
let's do,
Let's just
let's do
focus on
dumbass. Yeah,
Douthit.
dumbass.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah. So Douthit said something about his idiot self. Said, "Here's what the two about the Carcano is a piece of shit." And then he goes, "The Carcano had a tangent shot from the grassy knoll," which was like, yeah,
Yes, yes, yes. He thinks the grassy knoll shot is with the Carcano.
yeah. After he said it couldn't be done,
And I'm
or you
like,
couldn't.
and dude, I have fucking the DMs. I have it. He said, I went there and I said, how far is it? He goes, 8 feet, and it's right between. So, there's those two trees right there. And he says the guy is 8 feet and it's in between the two trees. So that's a fucking magic bullet right there. Because
I've always said that too because if it
it
hits
just
you in
fucking
the
stops
temple,
when it hit.
then it
Yeah,
has
it
to
just
stop in your
stops.
head and exit to the back right. Okay, because if it
Yeah,
hits you in the right
yeah.
front, it's going out the left side, and it's going to hit Jackie. But no, it's a magic bullet because if it hits
Oh
you in
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
temple,
yeah, 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 yeah. I'm glad you brought that up because, man, I'm telling you, dude,
because
a
I got to pay homage
Carcano.
to my boy Patrick Collins here for a minute because he's the one that really got. He said he was so happy when he said the day I realized there was not a shot from the grassy knoll because I used to believe that, man, and I can still remember the first thing that got me clicking was I was like the thing's like okay, when you're trained with a rifle, you have to be in a prone supported position, or you have to
Right.
have something to
Yep.
support the elbow. And I'm like, okay, he's behind the picket fence. He's not supported. So that weapon's moving.
So
And
is he? So so are you laying the
yeah,
fucking
all right, so prone supported, you're
forestock
laying
on
on
the
you're
on the
that
fence?
yeah, so you'd have to lay the rifle on the fence. Now
Yeah.
you're trying to target something that's 20, 25 meters away most that's moving at 11 miles an hour coming to you. Ain't no fucking way. And there's no way.
Well, and have you ever heard of Carcano? Well, you have. You've heard of
Yeah,
Carcano go off.
I
Yeah.
fired it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you don't think Zapruder would have heard that?
Yeah.
It's like,
So
dude,
so what do you think? Yeah, mate. Like I said, ain't Jelly Roll writing a book?
is he writing a book?
I heard that. I heard he was writing a book.
About what? How to get your head flushed in the toilet and survive?
I mean, I
I
guess he
mean,
can put his own
what do
theory
you,
out there because he's the, hey, I'm the tippet guy. I'm the tippet guy. Mellow, high pitched voice. You know, he reminds me of Cartman from
what?
South Park.
Yeah. Yes,
I mean, he
yes, yes,
reminds me of
yes.
Cartman from South Park.
You
Respect my
respect my
authority.
authority. Yes, exactly. You can't talk about me. I'm thinking that. Dude, I wish I had
And I
like his
slandered
lyrics.
him. I slandered him.
You did. How you did it, I don't know, but apparently you did. And you're evil. You're evil. Don't forget. You're evil. You are an evil motherfucker. How you are, I don't know, but yeah, you're evil. So, uh, I just, after he did the clicks thing, I knew what he was all about. He's fake. He's phony. He's 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 all about
He's about
just
himself. He's about himself. I mean,
yeah. He's a
he
not.
showed
He's
that
a,
so many times. But like I said, well, the way you disrespect Bill Brown, I don't care what you say about me. I put myself out there as like, you know, you can say whatever you want to about me. It's not going to bother me. But to go after Bill, to go after Fred Litwin, um,
well.
and he used to go after the late Jim Hess. I don't know if he was in that group.
No,
Um,
I don't know who
or
that is.
well, Jim was the original founder of Fair Play for JFK, and Jerry Dealey um, has now taken over as the admin there. And Jim passed away, I think, in November or October, about October or September of 2002 or 2022. And they used to have a back and forth there. But I mean, Mass is a dishonest little fuck, man. Just an evil. I mean, just a little weasel. That
Well, you
like they.
notice that people that call out other people are guilty. They're calling you out on what they're guilty of. Have you ever noticed that? Like,
Yeah.
he who cut the cheese, uh, he who smelt it, dealt it, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
That's Matt. I mean, he's talking shit to cover his ass because he does the shit that he's blaming everybody else for. Like I say, dude, when he told me we were gonna do the debate, he's like, "Well, it's not really a debate; it's a discussion." And I said, "Well, you need to fucking figure out, I didn't sign up for a discussion. I just signed up for a debate, and we're
Well,
gonna have a
one thing that
moderator."
yeah, and I appreciate you saying that. I'm not a person you trusted because I would not have edited anything to make
No,
Matt look unfair. Because here's my deal is
well,
when I
because that
started doing
makes
this stuff.
you look bad. If you do
Yeah,
that, it makes you
what
look bad.
exactly? That's what I was going to say. When I started
Yeah,
doing this
yeah,
stuff a few years ago, one my mantra or one thing that I always say is it's one thing when I write an article or something that if I tell you a rooster dip snuff, you can look under his wing for the can. The only thing I
yeah,
have is my
yeah,
credibility. You know,
yeah.
the
Your word is your bond, dude.
you
That's
can
it. That's
you
it.
cannot I will you cannot take that away from me. I've had people Paul Sash who's on Real Hammer News said they've tried to say things and put me down, discredit me, but you can't discredit me because everything I say I can back up. I put it in there, then you can't take that away. As long as I have that, then I'll always win.
Yeah. Well, real men have honor, and
Yeah.
and most men nowadays, Matt don't have no honor.
Well, she's not a man. I mean, if you
Well,
were going
she
into battle,
she
would
don't
you go?
have no honor. No, I would not take that motherfucker with me because he'd shoot
I
you in the
mean,
back.
yeah,
It,
and
yeah,
then say you
he'd be
did
the
it.
dude that when the bear's chasing you, he's gonna shoot you so that he can get away from the bear. That's who Matt is. That's exactly who that fucker is. He would shoot you first so that you couldn't fucking, so that the bear would eat you and be busy. Yeah. So that's exactly. and I'm gonna say this one more time, dude. When he said it's all about the clicks, I knew exactly what I was dealing with. You know, he's
So
and
we've been going like, over 50 minutes now. I don't really think I have anything to add to it unless you do. I mean, we can line up our next Matt
yeah. So
Douthit dummy.
let's talk about who we're gonna go after next. I think this Jess Connell
Just
is
Connell's
the
on
next one.
there. Barney
Brian.
Brian Howard, Howard, and we'll get into that later. I think John Lacoletti.
Lacoletti. Yeah, Lackey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Lackey's got
And
his yeah.
Israel, who I think is Matt Douthit, or whatever.
Oh, oh, Israel. Oh, dude.
But
Oh my
we'll talk about
God.
that. Let's see. Alan Murphy's a good one. Um,
Oh, there was another one. Damn, I can't think of who he is now. Yeah, but these people.
what's his name? There's a guy named Carnes. He says the goofiest looking. Patrick Collins told him one time, "Have you ever thought about changing your goofy looking profile picture?"
Patrick's nice, dude. He's nice.
No, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. When I first met Patrick Collins, I hated that motherfucker because I was a conspiracy theorist then. He used to eviscerate me and just embarrass my ass every day. And then finally, I started listening to what Patrick said, and like,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
now, man,
yeah,
Patrick, I love Patrick. We talk all the time. We have
yeah,
video
yeah.
chats, and like,
He's a good
after you
dude. He's
embarrass,
a good dude. Yeah,
oh
yeah.
man, he is so fucking smart. But he is so funny. And yeah, Patrick is the go all to it because if Patrick says something, man, I mean, Patrick knows. And Patrick, I don't know if you knew this, but he worked on
Yeah, he was a
the
big
men
deal, dude. He was a big
on the
deal
men
for
who killed Kennedy.
BBC.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
He
yeah.
like
And he
BBC
handled
and
the
all that shit. Yeah,
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 and he
yeah, yeah,
handled the tippet aspect of it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He
But
was he
Fred
was a
is too. Have you ever Googled Fred and looked at Fred Litwin? I
oh
mean,
yeah,
dude,
oh yeah.
oh man,
I
Fred, dude, he's
love
on all kind. So I was like, damn. When the times I've interviewed Fred, I'm like, man, he's giving some old low life podcaster like me, who's nothing but an idiot over here with a
but
smartphone this time.
but the thing is those guys they they're honorable. And
Oh
this is
yeah, dude,
this is
yeah.
the thing that
They're
we
they're not trying to make themselves into
no,
Duke's trying to build himself into
it's
something, and these
it's
guys are not because they honor the legacy of Kennedy and the fallen
Sandy
officer.
Vagina has no honor. None.
No, she's
Fred, she.
what she is. I mean, she's not. I mean, she.
Sandy Vagina has no honor. Uh, I, I doubt I doubt she respects herself.
No, she's been
And
inverted into a little.
yeah, yeah. I'm wondering when they're going to go trans. Shave his fucking goatee off, you know. But no, but for real, dude.
That hairline's
It
going
it
back. Well,
yeah. It's about. Well, I can't say nothing because
I mean, I am too, but I mean, she's only like 28 or 29.
yeah, yeah. My daughter gives me shit about she's like uh I have a picture of me with my granddaughter and dude, my bald spot is like, God
Oh,
damn.
I got one there. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean,
yeah,
60 years
yeah,
old, you still got that much hair. I mean, 50, I've got this
yeah,
much. I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
How
Well,
old how old is your granddaughter?
she is now like 30 days.
Okay.
30 days. She's
Um.
brand new. Brand new.
Well, is there anything else you'll say about Sandy Vaginas? I'm gonna cut this and we'll talk after for just a second.
Oh, okay. Cut it.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna cut this. One last time. Chris Speaks here with Tom Prater, Snafu, and we're talking about Matt Douthit, Jelly Roll. Anything that you want to add to this?
See you later, Sandy Vagina. Hope you have fun arguing with this shit, buddy.
And a bit. That's all, folks.